Okay, let's just get right into it. You're entertaining me perfectly right now. You can read English, you can listen to it, but the second it's your turn to speak, it's like something just stops you. If that sounds like you, then you are in exactly the right place. It's gotta be one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, right? You know the knowledge is in your head. The words are right there on the tip of your tongue. But when the moment comes to actually say them, your mind just goes completely blank. It feels like hitting a brick wall. For years, you've probably been telling yourself, oh, I just need more vocabulary, or my memory's not good enough. But what if I told you that you've been trying to fix the wrong problem this whole time? I think by the end of this, you're going to see this whole speaking challenge in a totally new light. So let's just establish the big idea right here, right now. The real battle you're fighting isn't with your English skills. It's the battle happening inside your own head. Okay, take a look at this, because this is where it all clicks. We're taught to believe the problem is everything on the left, a lack of knowledge. But the real roadblock, it's everything on the right. It's that deep down fear of making a mistake. It's the trap of perfectionism. And it's the simple, powerful habit of just staying quiet. Let's talk about that voice for a second. You know the one I'm talking about? Your inner critic. That's the real source of the problem. And honestly, understanding how it works is the very first step to shutting it down. And this pretty much shows its game plan perfectly. First, an idea pops into your head, something you want to contribute. But then, instead of just saying it, your brain starts this whole internal quality check. You're checking the grammar, searching for a better word, correcting the tense. And by the time you've perfected it in your head, guess what? The conversation has moved on. The moment is gone. And if that wasn't enough, so many of us are stuck in something called translation thinking. I mean, just think about it. Your brain is doing triple the work. It hears English, translates it, thinks up a reply in your own language, and then has to translate that back into English. It's no wonder speaking feels so slow and just exhausting. Real fluency is about thinking directly in English. So where does all this pressure even come from? Well, for a lot of us, it goes all the way back to school. We were trained that every little mistake would get a big red mark next to it. So our brains learned a very simple but very damaging lesson. Mistakes are bad. And now, when you try to speak, your mind is just trying to protect you by keeping you silent. Because hey, silence feels way safer than being wrong. So, if the problem is a habit built on fear, then the solution has to be a habit built on action. It's time to switch from being a passive student to an active speaker. I mean, think about it this way. You could read 100 books about how bicycles work, the physics of balance, all of it. But you'll never, ever learn to ride one until you actually get on, feel that wobble, and probably fall a couple of times. Speaking English is a skill, just like riding a bike. You have to do it, not just study it. And this right here breaks it down perfectly. Studying, that's the safe zone. It's comfortable, it's passive, and sure, it builds your knowledge. But practicing, that's where the magic is. It's active, it's going to feel uncomfortable, but it's the only thing that builds real, actual confidence. This is so crucial, so let it sink in. Confidence isn't something you need before you speak. It's the result of speaking. Every single time you open your mouth and just try, you're building proof for your brain that you can do it. Action literally creates confidence, not the other way around. Seriously, think about it. You've met them. There are millions of people out there building businesses, making friends, and living amazing lives with imperfect English because they care about communicating, not being perfect. And then there are people who know all the grammar rules but never share their ideas. You get to choose which one of those people you want to be. All right, so let's get practical. Let's turn all this insight into a real plan. It's time to replace those old habits of fear with some new habits that actually build you up. So here are 5 simple habits you can start today. 1, speak to yourself daily. In the car, in the shower, it's zero pressure practice. 2, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Seriously, tell yourself it's okay. 3, speak, even when, especially when, you don't feel ready. That feeling is the feeling of growth. 4, find safe places to practice, online or with friends. And finally, number 5,
Celebrate every small win, every conversation, every sentence. Celebrate it.
And that really brings us to the final big question. Are you waiting for someone to give you permission to be imperfect? Because you don't need it. You can give that permission to yourself right now. So just remember this. The goal was never to be a perfect speaker. The goal is to be a brave one, to be brave enough to share your voice, your ideas, your personality with the world, even if it's not perfect. That's what real fluency is all about. Now go speak.